still being demolished. Natalie Malchas, Eyewitness News, George.
On the weather front, a fine day in store for Gauteng tomorrow. Joburg dropping to an overnight low of 8 degrees, peaking at 26. Pretoria 10 and 28. Vereniging 6, also reaching a high of 27. Lerato Hefela, Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News on 947. For more, click ewn.co.za.
#MSW.
You may begin to feel anxious or excited.
Honest, deliberate, engaging, uncensored.
High-dosage administration can cause adverse reactions.
And most importantly, independent in mind and execution.
This is a normal response. Are you ready?
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Live from Manchester, Ian Cheeseman joining us right here on #MSW.
So that's what they'll be doing now. They'll be relaxing. They'll be telling themselves all the time, it's not over yet. Complete the job on Sunday, and then you get all the glory. And that's where City will be at the moment. But I think deep down, in the heart of hearts, they won't admit it publicly, but Arsenal must believe that the title has gone.
Hell, it's coming down to the wire. It's coming down to the wire. That's why we all love sport. You keep your show going. Yes, this is good. This is good.
I still maintain Arsenal is winning this league. Arsenal is winning this EPL. It's been 20 years. The time has come for us to win it.
Manchester City are out of this world. But, on Sunday, I won't bet on them.
If we are to talk about the footballer of the season, the player of the season, we cannot discuss any other name but Ronwen Williams. Rob, that man has been consistent throughout the season.
Goalkeepers are also footballers. Being part of the 11 makes them eligible to then go ahead and win the overall prize.
Players who played the most and impressed the most and put in the most performances, I think Ronwen 100%.
And since Man U dated Kaizer Chiefs, no trophy in 10 years.
It's not my fault.
Exercise. Not your fault. 10 years.
Robert Marawa, live on 947. Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. #MSW. Sports news, fresh and relevant.
But to dive straight into manager Erik ten Hag, he says that Bruno Fernandes loves playing with Manchester United and that he values his contribution to the team despite the Portuguese's cryptic pitch side interview. Now, after that 3-2 win over Newcastle, Fernandes said, "I feel that the club wants me to be part of the future. If for some reason the club doesn't want me, I will go." Sure. I thought to myself, that I do not understand myself. But Ten Hag was then seen dragging Fernandes away from the interview.
To see the interview, it's maybe your interpretation, but as far as I know, everything I know from him, he loves Manchester United. He loves the fans for Manchester United, and he loves to play for Manchester United. And so that is all I know. And you see, he gives always his best, and he's an example. Even with injuries, he's playing, and he loves football. But he wants to win, and I think that is how I do describe his character. And I'm very pleased with his performance and performances across the season, because for him it's not easy when so many players are injured around him, and every time he has to carry the team. But then for him, he keeps in a good level, and I would say even in a high level, and especially in the spring, he grows to a brilliant level, and I'm very pleased with it.
Well, the good news is that Amad Diallo scored his first Premier League goal and also assisted on another to power United to a victory over Newcastle at Old Trafford in a battle between the teams that are fighting for a European berth next season. So Ten Hag's team remained 8th on the table but level on 57 points with 7th place Newcastle.
It's a victory, but I was pleased with the performance of the team. And it's always difficult to play for us against Newcastle because they are very physical. So we had to match this, but also then find the right balance by playing football. And I think in occasions we played football. We scored some good goals, especially the first one. I really enjoyed this one. There's a nice team goal and also to the script. And it's very nice to see. And for the fans, of course, it's a very difficult season, as for us. But one thing remained, they always stuck with us. They always kept with us, supporting us. So we are very pleased with that attitude of the fans. And you see the fans and the team, they are together. After the season we have had so far, I don't talk about proud. We are all disappointed with the season. And but still, we can win something, and we have to go for this. But the first focus has to go to Sunday. We need a win there, and then we are dependent from Newcastle.
Talk about Newcastle. The manager Eddie Howe says, well, simple. His side should have done better. Now the defeat sees Newcastle sitting 6 points behind Tottenham in the Premier League table and outside of the European football spots for next season.
We did have chances. It felt like we could score at any moment. Frustrated with the first half because you felt for all our good play and chances we had, we should have scored. Second half, of course, we scored 2. But I think the thing that cost us the game is how we defended the goals. Now, I don't think we're under huge pressure tonight. I don't think that our goal felt at risk, but we conceded 3 goals. And the manner of those goals is hugely frustrating for us. Each one, I think we'll look back and sort of hang our heads, really, because we should have done better. And you score 2 away from home, you expect something from the match. Today's sort of too similar to other away games where we left feeling frustrated with ourselves. We leave feeling that we're a better team, not than our performance, because I think the performance showed we're a good team, but than the result. And we've got to deal with that for next year. I would say it's more the defensive side of the game that is different from the previous season. Last season we were great away from home defensively, a lot of clean sheets, maybe not true classic performances, but 1-0 wins. We've missed that this year. We haven't delivered anywhere near as many of those type of performances that you need on the road, and we have to look at why. We have to look at the personnel of the team. We have to look at the mentality of the group, because we should be delivering better than that. But the control we've got is our performance and result against Brentford. In terms of what will happen regarding Europe, I think that's now out of our hands, and we have to accept that after today. It doesn't mean there's no hope. There's hope, and we'll give everything we can till the last minute of the season.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
We've got everybody from Nick Said, who's a freelance football writer, somebody I respect a great deal. Opta Jabu, the sports data analyst. Mthokozisi Dube. Is there even a debate when it comes to the footballer of the season?
There shouldn't be a debate.
So who should it be and why? Let's end the debate.
Ronan Williams for me. Ronan Williams, I think he's been exceptional. I mean, when you look at the stats, I mean, in the DStv Premiership, 19 appearances, 14 clean sheets. He's redefined goalkeeping.
Also with us, Nick Said, freelance football writer. Nick, he says it's not a debate, it's one football player. Do you agree?
I do agree. I think we can all go home.
#MSW.
#MSW.
Talk about something quite unique. Now, there's a couple of players with names and also last names as months. Sounds a bit strange, eh? You got a Jody February who sits at Mamelodi Sundowns. You got Thabo September as well as Eric September. And then there's my guest who's here. I'll give you a bit of a clue. One of the finest talents that we have ever exported as a country. Extremely underrated, in my opinion. Yet so much quality and skill. I mean, he was a key fixture as well in the Bafana setup. Absolutely thrilled with these dazzling nippy runs. Difficult man to pin down in any way. And also scored some classical goals. So his last name, it's the month that we are in. May we begin? Gonja, what's your name?
May.
Okay. Gonja, what month are we in?
May.
Are we allowed to?
Yeah.
Good to see you, man. May Mahlangu, ladies and gentlemen, is in studio. Former Bafana, as well as Dinamo Bucharest midfielder and so many other clubs. I mean, he was on loan here, loan there, but he did fantastic work. We'll get down to that. How many interviews have you granted in recent time?
None.
Why?
I don't know. Because I'm back home, maybe. Because when I'm abroad, I get a lot.
Yeah.
But when you're back home and then it's surprising you don't even get one. Maybe it's the place where I stay, Mahlangu. Maybe we are not exposed to do interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that I can question myself, but you won't find answers.
But you drove, though. I mean, I got to thank you. You got into your car. You drove specifically from home in Mpumalanga to be here for the interview, and kudos for that. I mean, we don't take that lightly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pleasure for me being here. Also, it's a pleasure. I'm humbled to be here.
What do you miss most about the game? Because I was trying to think, when did you step forward and say, ladies and gentlemen, I have now officially retired?
I haven't said so. I'm still available. There's a lot that is happening. When I started playing, my dream was to play in Europe.
Right.
Yes, and it's any player's dream to play in Europe. And yeah, that was my dream. Also coming back home, and I've thought about maybe value myself to teams to play here in South Africa. But there's a lot of things that I question, and maybe we'll get to that. But there's a lot of things that I question. But
like what? What are you worried about? I know that, and maybe the background to the story, because you say you wanted to always play in Europe.
Yeah.
So when you went and joined Stars of Africa with Farouk Khan, and he had these sessions with all of the players, and he was asking players, where do you want to play? You guys were still youngsters then, and everyone was like, Chiefs, another one, Pirates, and Chiefs, Sundowns. And your answer was Europe. You didn't even question that, you just said Europe.
Yeah, it was strange, because at that time, I think we were at the age of 15, where Farouk Khan needed younger players, and the older one to move at the academy. So he was asking each and every player where they want to play. And when he asked me, surprisingly, and then I said Europe. And then he asked me, how is that going to happen?
Yes.
From academy straight to Europe? I said, I don't know. But my dream is to play in Europe.
But what was the motivation there? What had you seen on television that motivated you to say Europe is your first and next stop?
When I was watching Manchester United, there was a player, Michael Owen.
Yes.
The way he was scoring goals, the way he celebrated, you could see the passion that he brings in the game. Also, how people love the game, that side. You know, you see the fans, you know, they are sitting, they are watching. You are supported by family, kids, you know. And in our football here in South Africa, you don't see that much. You see people who go to the stadium, celebrate, maybe drunk. They don't even see the game clearly, who scored, things like that. But that side, you see the focus. You see that these people, they are in the game with you guys that are playing. So that was my passion, that one day I want to be part of that.
Yeah.
And it just happened, because what you think, it's what you get. So my thinking was different towards other players.
But did he question that? Did he think you were just crazy, you were dreaming?
He knew that I was a leader.
Yeah.
And he knew that I wanted more from me. He knew that anything is possible, because he used to tell us that nothing is impossible. So I knew that from the day I met him, I knew that this is the best development coach. He can help me, because he helped so many players that he developed. On his way back when he was coaching Santos, Kaizer Chiefs, he developed a lot of players, good ones, talented ones. You could see that the guy has talent of developing players. So I knew when I set my foot at the academy that nothing is impossible for me. With the training that I was getting, quality training, I was excited to work with such amazing person, a father to me. And I knew from the start that my dream will happen. I didn't know who, how, but it happened.
And for your dream to kick off in Helsingborg, of all teams, one of the biggest teams that part of Europe, some players go through different stages, but yours was boom, slam bang there. What kind of life did you then find when you got to Helsingborg? Did you, after a couple of days, a couple of weeks, start to say, hey, you know what, maybe this was a bad idea. I need to come home. I'm missing this, I'm missing that.
No, it's simple because when I got there, the coach that came to select me here in South Africa, Paul Nelson,
yes,
a former coach of Helsingborg, he's the guy who scouted Isaac Chanza. By the way, I was playing with Isaac Chanza, the one who used to play for Pirates.
Yeah.
Yes. So when I got there, it was simple. The guy took me as his son. Firstly, it was very difficult for me to live there because I couldn't see black people. I was alone. I felt like I'm lost in a country where I don't know nobody. I was young. I was scared. Sometimes I would be scared to even go to the shop because I was black.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in the town. How is that
town.
a problem, though? Because I know it sounds strange, and people listening now would be like, huh, what's he talking about? I remember interviewing the late Kalamazoo Ukone.
Yeah.
And he was a great in Holland, played in Barcelona. And he even said that it was so strange to see a black person that, the white folk over there would actually come out of their houses and take photos. Yeah. Because it was like a unique thing. This was strange. It's like, is this for real?
Yeah.
Did you have a similar experience?
Yes. You're more famous on the street than on the pitch, because to them it doesn't happen so often that they see more blacks in maybe their country, especially in Sweden, because I've experienced a lot of things there. But going back to what you asked, the coach helped me a lot, and then I was staying in his house. And they loaned me to IFK Hustler Home, IFK Hustler Home. And I was there maybe for 6 months to get used to Sweden, used to the lifestyle, used to the food, the people, how they think, how the culture of the country.
Yeah.
So I was there, and then that helped me a lot because of the coach that took me as a son. He was a father to me. So after 6 months, and then I signed with the first team, Helsingborg, and then the life started, and then it was easy for me to adapt.
All right, and I think as Mahlangu talks, and it's the second time that he mentions a father figure. It's the second time that he mentions the coach as being a father figure outside of Farouk Khan. Maybe you want to know why.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time.
#MSW.
Are you a thrill seeker chasing big wins? Lotto Star has new Real Rush slot games that could make you an instant millionaire. Spin the reels now on the First of the Irish, Medusa Hunt, Super 20 Stars, Tiki Goddess, and many more. You could win payouts of up to 10 million rand instantly. Exclusively available at Lotto Star, your world of live games. Lotto Stars licensed by the Mpumalanga Economic Regulator. No under 18. NRGP 0800 006 008. T's and C's apply. All games are fixed odds betting events.
The winter season is known for bringing along cough, colds, and flu. And when the sniffles and bark get too much, it's time to call on the trusted self-care medicine cabinet for solutions. Rely on Corenza Parasi for relief from pain, fever, and blocked noses associated with colds and flu, and Expedin for the relief of cough. Brought to you in association with Adcock Ingram, OTC, sponsors of Brave. Inspiring communities, one pharmacy at a time.
What do we want?
Better car insurance!
When do we want it?
We want it now!
How much are we willing to pay?
$6.99!
Exactly. Pay just $6.99 per month for the first year when you buy any new Polo Vivo through Volkswagen Financial Services. Join the Volkswagen family today by heading to your nearest dealership. T's and C's on vw.co.za. Volkswagen. Share the ride.
Welcome to another episode of Hey Duck, Riddle Me This! Okay, Duck. The day before 2 days after the day before tomorrow is Saturday. And that's the day before family curry night. what will you use to wash the dishes the day after that? Mac. Yes! Mac dishwashing liquid. Anything else is just wrong.
Tommy, have you heard about CTM's quality bathroom sale? It's affordable style for everyone.
Really? My bathroom needs a makeover. What's on sale at CTM?
Beautiful porcelain tiles, luxury baths, stylish cabinets, and up to 10-year guarantees on bathroom wear. And exclusive ranges from Tivoli and Kilimanjaro.
Oh, I have to see these deals myself.
Do not miss out. Discover your inspiration in-store or online today.
CTM's quality bathroom sale is now on until the 2nd of June. CTM, big savings, more style.
Want to win a car with Spar? Swipe your Spar Rewards card when you buy any participating product and stand to win one of 50 fiery red Hyundai Grand i10 sedans. Competition ends 2 June. Get 500 grams Spar Red or smoked Viennas, excluding chili, cheese and chicken for just $36.99. Save 16 Rand. Or 2 kg Tastic parboiled rice for only $39.99. You save 7 Rand. Price is valid from 8 May to 21 May. T's and C's apply.
Nazo, and that's why we shop at Spar.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
And the coach of the season, if football will be fair, Steve Barker will have it. But yeah.
We've got everybody from Nick Said, who's a freelance football writer, somebody I respect a great deal. Let me touch on the coach of the season. I don't know. Where do you start?
I can see why people are making an argument for Steve Barker, and it probably would be fully deserved if we're being honest, what he's done with that very young Stellenbosch team. You know, if you talk about Rulani Mokwena and Sundowns, I get the call for Barker, but for me it's still Mokwena.
Let me bring Opta Jabu.
I have to give credit to the coach and what he's done. 51 games unbeaten now in the league since last season. They're about to break the points record. They're about to break the wins record. They're about to break the goal difference record. They're about to break the record for the gap between first and second. The record for the gap between first and 16th. All of that, it might be broken in the next 2 weeks.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW.
Questions or comments, do send us a WhatsApp voice note. Otherwise, you can call us directly on the line 011-888-947. It's May Mahlangu. Here's my guest here tonight on hashtag MSW Marawa Sports Worldwide. And as I spoke, as we're heading to the break, and you were talking about a lot of father figures that you've had in your life. And I was thinking maybe let's bring the context as to why that does happen. So I'm going to take you back because I know it was a painful period in your life, and you were very young then, right? And both of these happened in 1 year. It was 2001. So September, was the month.
Yeah, September was the month.
Yes, your dad passes away.
19. My daughter, she's born on the 19th
of September.
September, yeah.
The day and the date your dad passed on.
Yeah.
Sure. And then, just as you are trying to come around to what has happened, and then you get to Christmas Day in December. Same year. I was even calculating. I was like, that's 96 days later.
Yes.
Then your mom passes away.
Yeah.
Whew. That, in essence, does what to a kid like you with dreams?
Yeah.
What does it do to you?
It kills you. It kills you. But they say when it kills you, God takes something that you love so much, and He gives you what you didn't expect. I call myself the blessed one for a reason. Because when He took my parent, I knew that He took them because of a reason. It was painful. But I knew that I would be the blessing in my family. So I was the blessing in my family, the blessed one. I was the chosen one because I didn't give up. From there, I knew as a man, I needed to get up, try to focus and push for a better life. Because in life, when you don't have parents, things becomes very difficult. You used to go to school, they give you money. Break time, you'll buy a lunchbox. But when your parents are not there, they will do it for a certain time. But as time goes, and then they get tired of that. And then the reality comes back to you that you don't have parents. So now you need to work for yourself. But my gran was there.
So Granny Joanna.
Yeah.
Is she still alive?
Still alive, Kiki.
She must be 89 years old this year.
She's 91.
91?
Yes.
And she's still having conversations with you?
Yes. Normally.
Normal conversation?
Yes. But with
age.
Age. Yeah. Now the feet will swallow.
Yeah. The back, these knees.
Back, But then we do whatever that we can to take her in, hospitals.
Yeah.
And then to get health.
Because she looked after you. She was your backbone when you lost your parents, and now you've got to be her backbone.
And that backbone, and then somebody else had to offload it.
Yeah.
It was Farouk Khan by taking me to the academy.
Sure.
So if Coach Farouk didn't take me to the academy, and then it was going to be a very, very a big problem for me.
So that was your life-saving moment.
Yes.
Him taking you across to Stars of Africa. So you indirectly saying that you could have been lost to the streets. You could have been lost to so much.
So much.
That happens.
Yeah, so much. Because my brother was lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when you are winning as an older brother, and then the younger one couldn't take it. And then you start maybe going with the wrong friends.
Yes.
And people what they do. If they catch you stealing, you know what they discipline you. And with culture things also.
Yeah.
So there's a lot. But Coach Farouk was a saver for me.
But your dad, though, he was a big Kaizer Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
You grew up having to admire big superstars, Thabo Mbeki, Dr. Milo,
Ace Kuse.
Didi Ace Kuse. And you actually went for trials.
Yes.
At Kaizer Chiefs.
Yes.
But those trials failed.
Yeah, failed.
How come? Who was conducting the trials? Do you remember?
At that time, Coach Ryder Mufokeng brought me. I think there's Ryder Mufokeng, and then there's one who was coaching at Vets. I don't remember his name, but the Ryder Mufokeng was there. Coach Floyd.
Oh,
yeah, Coach Floyd.
Mukhal.
He's the one who brought me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But then I went to the reserve side, because we're at under 15, and then they promoted us to 17. The coach, the Vets one, said, go and try on the reserve side. Ryder Mufokeng was there. But they didn't see anything. It can happen to anyone. It's football.
But do you think they missed... do you think they missed a big chance, though? Because, look at what you went on to play Europa or UEFA Europa League.
Yeah.
You went to play Champions League.
Yeah.
So you fail a trial here.
Yeah.
Again, that is something that could break any kid who's at that age, around about 15 years old at the time.
Yeah.
Your dream is to play there. That's your dad's favorite team.
Yes.
And you almost want to indirectly reward him with that.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. It was a lot. It was very difficult for me. I failed the trials, but I knew that I didn't fail myself.
Yes.
When I failed the trial, and then I had good news that the Coach Farouk was leaving Kaizer Chiefs to start his own academy.
Oh, I see.
And when I was there with the players will talk. This coach is good in developing players. They will mention players like Bojabu Pule, Yontlanhla Kupega, Tumeleng Khune. Those players are developed by Farouk Khan at the time when he was at the Kaizer Chiefs development, promoting those young players to come and make Chiefs shine. So when he left, and then I knew that I have a chance of making it. So my aim was, I will go to that academy and try my luck.
And did you try your luck? I don't think you tried your luck. Luck fell onto your lap because that projected you to the international stage, as we were talking earlier on.
Yeah.
You mentioned something, and that's why I've taken this journey with this conversation to say, you have not retired, but you've also been looking at your options locally. And if a club would want your services, you are available for that. But you said you have your reservations. you've observed a couple of things. There are things that you're not too sure about in terms of South African football. What are those things?
The structure, the foundation. Because when I look at all the teams, they will ask you, you play here in Europe, you play there. But we don't look at ourselves as South African football, where we're lacking. But I think now Sundowns is trying to prove that anything is possible. The foundation is very important. A lot of these teams, when you look at the inside, you see that the foundation is not strong. How you build a house when the foundation is not strong. So we start with the foundation. Foundation is a development. Do we have developments in these teams? You have a team that plays PSL, but they don't even have an under 19 or they don't even have under 17. They will tell you that they have the Disquiwat challenge. But it starts there with under 9 and then upwards. In Europe, why they are successful? It's development. Everywhere you go, you find kids playing football. Everywhere we go, we see kids are drinking, kids are smoking on the corners. You see people on the clubs and what. In Europe, everywhere you go, one important thing, they are supported by their parents. And until you make it, everybody is your friend.
And everybody is your parent.
Yes.
When and once you've made it. But
Yes.
they have no clue.
Yes.
About how you got there?
Yeah.
They did not even buy you a pair of boots?
Nothing.
Not even a pair of socks? Nothing.
Nothing.
And that's strange, though. So if I had to ask you a very frank question and say, if you had a choice right now of any of the 16 teams in the PSL that you would love to go and play for in the remaining years of your playing career, which team would that be?
We'll talk about the structure, professionalism.
Yeah.
I think there are two.
Okay.
Stellenbosch. Yeah, it's run like not big budget. Even the coach, very, very good coach, I think, in my opinion, because it's not given a big budget. The structure, the way they play, it's got that something, Yeah, people look at Sundowns. Sundowns, they have all the materials, If you have all the material, you use it good, and then you win things, But then Stellenbosch, I think this team is something else. It's similar to European teams, your Helsingborg. And when you go there, you'll enjoy. You'll enjoy because you see the team, everybody's working. It's the way they are playing also, it's similar to European style, Why people don't they ask themselves, I don't say the person that I'm going to mention failed or what. He came back, he played in England. He was amazing. Great player.
Yeah.
But he comes in South Africa, you don't see that. And then after 6 months, he retires. And then you must ask yourself why.
Remind us of that name.
Stephen Binar.
Yeah.
He came back. But people expect a lot from him. But according to me, I saw the team that he joined for. The structure, the foundation, not there.
So you mentioned two. Yeah. You said two, but you've mentioned one, which is Stellenbosch.
Yes.
Is there one that is number two?
Cape Town City.
Right.
Similar also.
I was going to say for similar reasons. Yeah. And that's a strange thing, though, because we were chatting in the earlier portion of the show to John Comitis. And I asked John, I said, who would he choose to be the coach of the season? And he said, Steve Barker. And I said, would you not choose Rulani? And he says, he would, but if you look at what Steve Barker has and what he has to put together in trying to be top, then you have to look at that effort and give him the credit for it. So it's interesting that you say you'd want to go to Stellenbosch and the second choice is Cape Town City because they have a similar thing. And John Comitis is a football man. He's a former player. He's an astute businessman, a marketer, you name it. So it's no surprise that a guy like Benny McCarthy went and coached there and made them a very, very talked about team.
Yeah.
You remember those days?
Yes.
Any game between Cape Town City and Kaizer Chiefs is a big deal. They go and play in Bombela. They fill that stadium by Thursday if they're playing on a Sunday.
Yeah.
That is what Benny did.
Yeah.
But are you in a state where if you were to sign tomorrow with any of those teams, you would be ready? Have you been training somewhere? Have you kept yourself busy?
Training alone, individually, it's not the same as training with the team. Obviously, you'll need to train with the team, feel the ball, get to know the players, get to know the team, get to know the facilities and all that. But what I've been doing in Mpumalanga, I've been training with the Vodacom team just to keep myself fit, and then also assisting as an assistant coach.
Is that where you want to go? Is coaching your thing?
I think I can identify players. Coaching it's another thing because you've got, maybe let's say you've got 23 players and then only 11 needs to play. And I don't want to be that middleman where I say you don't play because of this and that, because we are all different. But and then to assist and help with the experience that I've got in Europe, and then why not use it than sitting at home, not maybe do anything. And then you try to help the younger ones. Because for me, being there, my presence makes the boys smile, and then, it motivates them without me even coaching them.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy, but it's true. I can perfectly understand what you're saying. We got so much, man. That's a problem when you disappear from us for such a long time. I'm like thinking to myself, my goodness, where do I go to next? Because I'm looking at the time. But Bande on social media is asking something quite important. Says, can you ask May if as a country, will we ever have a top 10 export of players as a country? So he's given me what has been listed as the top 10 countries who export the most players playing in professional leagues in 2024. So Brazil, they exported, just as a country, 1,338. France exported 1,091. Argentina, 995. England exported 586. Germany, 468. Spain, 451. Colombia, 433. Nigeria, 421. Croatia, 392. Serbia, 392. South Africa,
nothing.
Yeah. So that's what I'm asking is that, and that's a good question. Yeah. I'll get your answer straight after the news. Digest that a little bit, and we'll also take a lot of your WhatsApp voice notes. Keep them coming through. Otherwise, give us a call, 011-883-8947.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time.
#MSW.
Hollywood Bets is offering you Flights of Fortune this May. Stand a chance to win your share of 1 million rand worth of bonus bets by betting 10 rand or more on Aviator. Enter the chat daily between 7 and 9 p.m. for a chance to reap those rewards. Bet now.
T's and C's apply. Hollywood Sportsbook is a licensed betting operator. Hollywood Bet supports responsible gambling. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to gamble. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counselling line 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710.
Hey, Mom. Manchi? Remind me, which insurance are you with?
I'm with My Way, and I get real value while saving extra cash on my car insurance premium.
No way. Really? So what do you do with all these extra savings?
Well, because I value my peace and quiet, I got myself a pair of headphones.
Wait, what?
Move to My Way and save up to 40% on your car insurance premiums, saving you more to live your way. Visit myway.co.za. My Way is a licensed non-life insurer and FSP. T's and C's apply.
It's time to carve yourself, because prepping wena means protecting yena.
To stay forever wena, get tested whenever.
Forever ask for consent. Condomize.
My sex if you're not feeling it. Be forever prepped and forever status checked.
Because it's not one or the other.
It's forever wena. Know your sexual health options and choose you. Visit foreverwena.co.za.
Food Lovers Market is bringing you 10-buck deals all week long. Enjoy a 700-gram banana thrift pack for 10 rand. A 1 kg poiki potato thrift pack for 10 rand. Large creamy avocados for 10 rand each. And get a nachi, lemon, orange or grapefruit thrift pack for only 10 bucks each. These and many more 10-buck deals are valid till this Sunday at Food Lovers Market. The best in fresh, guaranteed.
Ready? Steady. With 400 grams of succulent ribs marinated in our great-tasting Spur basting. Served with Spur-style crispy onion rings and golden chips for just $149.90. You don't need to get ready if you stay ready. And go. Spur. People with a taste for life. T's and C's apply.
Oh, Shane, do you have a sore throat? The Andalex range of lozenges offers two options. At the first signs of an irritated, scratchy throat, use Andalex lozenges for dual action, soothing relief. But for a painful, inflamed throat, use Andalex C lozenges for triple action, pain relief. Andalex, SA's #1 choice for a sore mouth and throat. Andalex lozenges are available at all leading pharmacies and supermarkets.
Just Andalex it.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Man, oh man, the Premier League title race is set to go down to the wire on the final day of the season this Sunday. So Manchester City correspondent, no greater than an Ian Cheeseman.
There is something about the belief, the togetherness, the teamwork ethic, the system that Pep Guardiola's created. Everything comes together. Every single player it is just playing at the top of the game. And what makes City so magical is that it's not relying on any individual. I know Haaland gets a lot of credit for the goals that he scores, but this isn't about him. It's not about any one player. But it doesn't seem to matter who comes and goes in this team because it's so well drilled, so well organised.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW.
Oh man, that's the final moments that I have with May Mahlangu, former Bafana Bafana, as well as Dinamo Bucharest midfielder, played in Europe, Champions League featured, Europa League featured. Hey, you name it, has been there.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa, ukhuluma noSibongelelo Mkhwane, and good evening to May Mahlangu. Mr. Marawa, I think the month of May has brought some good luck to us as MSW listeners, because it's been a while since we heard about May Mahlangu, who happens to be one of my favorite players in that Bafana team. But what I want to know from May, Mr. Marawa, is since he has been playing his trade overseas, but back home there was always interest to him at 35 years of age. Don't you think that to come back home to finish his career will be a good option? I just want to wish him all the best in his career or in the future. Thank you, Mr. Marawa. Good show.
Hey, Sibongelelo, thank you so much. May, over to you.
Yeah, I started playing in Helsingborg. That was my first team. And in Helsingborg, I played 6 years. Overall in Sweden, I played 7 years because I also play for IFK Gothenburg.
Yeah.
Yes, I played there for 1 year. So I love the country, I love the people there. You are celebrated, not home, outside. So there, if I'm a legend of that team where I contributed so much, that team when May Mahlangu was not there, that team, it took them 11 years to win a league. And when I was there, they won the league with me. To prove that I was somebody important in the team, to win all the things that I've got there, your player of the season, best player of the year, best athlete of the year, call of the season, all that. It shows that I contributed a lot. My wish is to go back to Helsingborg, where I'm celebrated, where I have done so much to them. So now it's time for me to go and reap whatever that I plant, So I feel that was supposed to happen last year, June, when Stuart was the coach, because I spoke with Stuart Baxter. Yes, I spoke with him, and he was like, we're busy talking. Yeah, we'll bring you in board. We know that you have so much experience. You played in Europe and what, with these conditions. Contract condition and what. So I agreed. But when I was supposed to be moved to Sweden, and then the next thing that I had, they signed Alexandra the one that was playing for Kaizer Chiefs. Yeah, and then they signed him, and then I was very disappointed. Not disappointed of the player.
Yeah.
You might laugh, but not disappointed of the player, but it is disappointed of the decision that they make, because Alexander and I, we are in the same age. It's 35, and I'm the player that contributed a lot. I have statues. I have billboards in the stadium there. Wow. So for me to go back there, it was going to be love and brought by somebody who was one of the coach that they celebrated here in South Africa, and who also wanted me when he was coaching Kaizer Chiefs.
So what happened with that?
I don't know what changed his mind, but and then as time goes, and then I heard that his agent and Alexandra agent is the same. They're using one agent, so something like that. Maybe people, they needed to benefit from my move, so I didn't go back, and that was gonna something great for me to go back, because I wanted to retire there.
Cole Alexander.
Yeah, Cole and Alexander.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Cole Alexander. Yes.
It's actually crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy what you're saying on so many different fronts, though, because when you talk about how they appreciate you in Sweden at Helsingborg, when you talk about statues, name at the stadium, I'm reminded of a Sbusiso Zuma. I'm reminded of a Lucas Radebe. I'm reminded of the very same man that I spoke about earlier on, Kalamazu Mukone.
Yes.
All said the same thing. The Black Meteor, a movie about him. Street name, named after him.
Yes.
Back home, zero. Why do you think, as South Africans, we are allergic? Why do you think we are allergic to seeing good in people, celebrating good in people? But yet, when you sacrifice being away from home, being in the cold, at times foreign language, foreign culture, they celebrate you on your talent on the field. In South Africa, people say, that's jailing on me.
Yeah.
You didn't come to Bafana that one or whatever.
Yeah. And bear in mind, when you are selected to play there abroad, and when you go, I will try to make sense on what I'm going to say now. When you go abroad, you go to a team like Helsingborg or any team abroad. Remember, you're going to a country that you don't know anybody. You're not doing anyone's favor. They select you from your home thinking you are good. When you get there, there are players that are there from their country. So now, if you go there, you take somebody's position, you are killing a chance of that player to even represent the national team, because they want the national team to be strong. So if you come as Mahlangu, you are playing a midfield position, somebody from that card is outside. Yeah. So that person doesn't have an opportunity to represent himself, to perform for the team, to be chosen by the national team. The national team that is going to compete with South Africa. So why will they bring you and make you so important if they don't need you? Or if they want to promote their players and make their national team stronger?
Good evening, Robert. How are you, my brother? Good evening to May Mahlangu, Dynamo Bucharest player. May, you have done very well in our national team. Your name is a household name, and the courage that you gave our kids, it was out of this world. Only by playing, my man. And then you are off the field things, I don't know, my man. But I know you are a very great player. And even if you are still playing there in Dynamo Bucharest, please keep our flag very high. It's Moses Mokoena.
Moses Mokoena, thank you so much indeed. We'll get response in a second from May.
Good evening, Mr. Rob. It's Wilifilang here, and good evening to the MSW shoulders. And good evening to your guest there, May Mahlangu. Oh, what a football player. What a football player. I just loved seeing you play overseas, applying your incredible talent overseas, playing for the teams that you've played for. I just want to find out, have you found a club as of yet? Maybe my assumption is maybe you do not want to retire from football. Maybe you have retired from football. And if you haven't retired, have you received any offer from any local club that would really, really want your signature? And have you considered playing for that particular club that maybe has approached you? Or have you retired from football? Because again, we haven't seen you in the footballing picture for quite a long time. So that is what I want to ask, actually. Have you been training of late? Have you been approached by any football club? Or have you simply retired from football? That's what I want to find out. Great show as always. Thanks.
Yeah, Hulufalang, thank you so much indeed. I think even on social media, a lot of people still asking that question. Maybe give it a final clearance in terms of clarity for us. Where do you stand? Is it waiting for an offer, or you've made a decision that you'll just want to wrap up your time in Helsingborg? If that is a possibility, just paint the picture for us.
Yeah, it's I haven't retired. I'm still available. I haven't received any offers from here home. As I said before, that my wish is to receive an offer abroad, especially in Helsingborg, if that's possible. If not, and then any offer that comes, and then you open your hands, you take it, because it's football at the end of the day, But my wish and goal is to go back to Europe.
Sure. Nkululeko on social media says, Rob, you know what, kindly convey my apologies to the talent that you're having in studio in the form of Mahlangu. That in the light of him representing our countries, he's purely the victim of time, the dark hours that engulfs the administration of our football in episodes. You were saying something, and Nkululeko, thank you very much indeed for that. I'm with you 100%. We were saying off air, and you reminded me of a time that you were coached by the great Benny McCarthy. And I said to you very jokingly, and I said, that's quite interesting because both of you guys were dubbed the bad boys when it came to Bafana Bafana. The guys that turned down the call-ups to come to Bafana Bafana. And the same thing happened with you. I don't know if you ever got a chance to clear your name for what happened back in 2014, because what we were being told is that you said you were tired. You were fatigued. You can't come for that call-up. And, people started saying all sorts of nasty things about you, that I couldn't make it for the Sudan as well as the Nigeria game. Yeah, this is unpatriotic, whatever.
Yeah.
I think this is the moment. You want to clear the air as far as that is concerned.
Yes, Rob. I did. I think I did. But anyway, I'll go back to it. Me and the coach, we spoke, Shakes Mashaba, about it. And I explained something to him, and then I said, Coach, what I didn't like is for you guys just to say things without maybe me meeting you, because it was the first time that you called me in the national team, and I didn't pitch up. But I've got the reason why I didn't pitch up. So he apologized. One of a nice person, football, there's things for football, and then also, after football, you can sit with somebody and then talk and then, get to hear his side of the story. And I explained to him, he said, no, but I thought you're one of these players that are arrogant, these players that, think they made it and what. But when I get a chance to talk to you, and then I can see that you're a very nice guy, you are humble, but I didn't know at that time.
Because that's the picture that was painted about you. Yeah. And I would always find it very strange.
Yeah.
Because I know we were just saying, I haven't spoken to you since even before 2019.
Yes.
But we would always keep in touch. You would always keep me informed about what's happening overseas.
Yeah.
And then what I read and what I know about you were two different things. I didn't get it. But hey, you know what? Let me go to the East Rand. Tebogo standing by on the line. Tebogo, good evening. Welcome to the show.
To the legend Mahlangu.
Yeah, sorry, Tebogo, go ahead.
Okay, Mahlangu, I just want to find out from you straight to the point. You're from Mpumalanga, and how do you feel seeing that Mpumalanga for many years doesn't have a team in the PSL? Because I don't see TS Galaxy as a team from Mpumalanga, because they are often seen traveling between Gauteng and Mpumalanga through the N4. So I need to find out from you, how do you feel with the province not having a team at the moment and the talent that is there?
Beautiful one. Tebogo, thank you so much indeed. I saw you nodding your head. You agree with Tebogo?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Mpumalanga has produced a lot of players. Sbusiso Mzizi. A lot of players that comes from Mpumalanga. Tabang Monare.
Yes.
Myself, But for us not having a team there, it's surprising. What I ask myself also, does Mpumalanga want the team to be there?
Mpumalanga is hosting a final.
Yeah. They don't want.
But what about a team? Because remember, one of the teams that you love, Cape Town City, is formerly Mpumalanga Black Aces.
Yes, yeah. So which means Mpumalanga don't want.
So you don't regard Tears Galaxy as a Mpumalanga-based team?
Yeah. But we need to have a team in Secunda.
Yeah.
We find a good stadium. But where are the people to invest on that? You don't see those people.
Hey, Prarob, how are you, man? Hey, tell us. That's good to hear from you, bro. It's been a long time, bro. But I hope you to grand. I wish you all the best in Fanagiti. We're going to Funugens and Billion in Pit, Kunkula Benawa, Abusis and Pit to see him by the December compared to us 2285 from Foot. So he's now behind you always. So it's cut to bit now on Pit. Kumalashon to was a lambalet. Ola Talas. Thank you, Prarob.
Sean. Thank you. Thank you very much. Noted, man. I want to quickly run to another message here.
Evening, Big Rob, and evening to Umei Mahlangu. I have a question for Umei Mahlangu. Since he's been saying that he's been trying to assist and help young boys in the Vodacom League, the last time I checked, I heard that he was part of the Secunda M-Stars, who was part of the APC Mutsipe League. Having been part of that setup in the lower divisions and knowing the type of things that happen in the lower divisions, have you tried maybe assisting the Mpumalanga APC region in running?
Okay, I'm going to just cut that off because I want a quick answer from you. We're running out of time here.
Yeah.
Would you help? Lower division, you did talk about touching a little bit on coaching.
Yes, he's asking about Secunda M Stars. Yeah. So I'm there. I'm helping there. There's a coach there. He was once part of SAFA, Fanyane Malalesa. So I'm helping him there, trying to to push these boys, maybe get the promotion.
You're coach of the season as well?
Sorry?
You're coach of the season?
My coach of the season?
Yeah.
Let's give it to Rulani.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.